A couple of strangers were encountered in the hall behind you. The name of one of them was Shaw Pridekeep, and Akka learned the name of the other was Artis Cimber. Akka attempted to kill Artis, but Artis would not fight him. Seeing this, the party decided it best to subdue Akka, as they had no beef with Artis. Eventually, Akka decided to give Artis a chance. And you also all learned that Akka, um, the only language he can speak now is unfamiliar to you all, except for Adamar. He's the only one who can understand him. You all proceeded down the stairs to another level. Storm found a concealed trapdoor in the ceiling and wedged a python to prevent it from triggering. He also found a treasure chest that was seemingly empty, but feeling around inside of it, he found an invisible key. At least it's what it feels like, anyway. And back in the main hallway, there was a ghastly door to the west. And y'all were trying to figure out a way to get in the door. There was these two serpent heads to the north and south of the entrance. And Alamar, I believe it was you, Alamar, I may be wrong, suggested that blood be fed into the serpent's mouths.
I just said to put your hand in there. I didn't say nothing about blood.
Okay, well, that was someone else who must have come up with the blood one. And this proved to be the trick to opening the door. Inside, there were three wandering blind artists in a sunken portion of the room. On the other side sat a throne that slashed together with bone and strips of skin. A horned skull surmounts the throne, and small skulls are piled around it. A metal scepter rests atop the throne. Storm located a secret door that was slightly ajar on the northwest side of the room. Inside, there was a sarcophagus beneath a hanging orb. And Akka decided to touch the orb, or he disturbed it, and it erupted with a tremendous heat that scorched Akka and Alamar. Once the orb was destroyed, you all opened the crypt, and there were several items found inside a small gold jewelry box that was made to look like a cockroach. It was some precious gems, a small jade key shaped like a crocodile, and a necklace with 8 reddish beads on it. And I believe that's fairly where we left off. I believe y'all had walked back out to the hallway.
We took damage when we grabbed the scepter or whatever it was.
Okay.
I don't think nobody got hurt with that blast. I can't remember. But I know me and Akka took a lot of damage from that scepter when the necrotic damage went off.
Yeah. I believe somebody took some damage off of that orb, though. I know Akka was at least one of them.
Looks like I'm damaged pretty good.
Yeah, you, Alamar, and Akka, you three are pretty heavy on the damage. It looks like Akka's got the least amount of hit points at the moment. Alamar's in second, and then you're third.
All right, well.
And you are correct. That scepter did damage you. So that must have been another thing that put out some damage.
It almost
killed us. Yeah, it did.
So it did like 25 points of damage or 30 or something like that?
Yeah, it rolls 7d12. So if it only put out 30 something, I guess that was below average, because average would have been 45. Yeah, it came close to putting you down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm not sure what else we're supposed to be doing in this room.
Remember, there's another secret door down there in the corner, too.
Those were down here. I thought these were just like a second way into the room to try and get around that other door.
There's another one right here where I'm at.
Yep.
One, I'll take a look at it.
I'm gonna walk up to Roth and just start to grunt and motion over all the damage on my body. Grab my hair as it just kind of like crumbles.
And Storm is gonna try and see if he can figure out how to open this door.
Okay, I was fixing an artist's token there since I had switched it last week just for the introductions. Okay, so you do easily find a way to open it. Okay, sorry about that. I guess I'd opened it and closed it.
I guess I'll mage hand a potion to Malka.
I'm gonna cast a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
Well, there seems to be a set of stairs over here.
Yes, 3 archways overlook a circular chamber where a spiral staircase descends into darkness. The staircase walls are lined with unlit torches in iron sconces and set with niches containing moldering humanoid skulls and bones.
Okay, and then I have a 30-foot radius deal around me.
Okay, that should get everybody but Storm, right? Now he's in
probably.
range.
All right, guys. Well, looks like there's another way in over here. I'll start walking back towards them.
Now, let's see.
I mean, if you want me outside the radius, I have no problem with that. Storm's really not paying attention to whatever he's doing.
Okay, now I'm going to use it on Akka first.
Is Sirenscape working or?
Yeah, you don't hear it?
Nope.
Maybe turn Sirenscape up a little bit. Let me know if that works.
I turned it up to 200. I didn't get anything.
Yeah, it ain't nothing on mine either.
Nope, not here.
So once the heal goes off from Roth, I'll look at him and just give him a little bit of a smile, a thumbs up, and
Okay, now this lasts for a minute, so every time that it would come around, then I could cast it on somebody else, as long as they were inside the radius there.
But that does it. What, every turn it heals that?
Every turn it's 2d6.
How many turns?
For a minute, which would be
Concentration
10,
up to 1 minute. Let's see.
that would be 10
10 rounds.
turns.
You can use the bonus action to cause one creature, including. Yep. So
So you
until
get
the spell
10
ends, the
heal.
aurora.
Is it everybody on every turn, or is it one creature per turn?
You can use the bonus action to cause one creature in the aura to regain 2d6 hit points, including yourself.
Gotcha. All right. Well, yeah. So that means you get 10 turns. Pick one of them each time, and use me last. I could use a little bit healing, but get all you guys up first. If you've got any left over, I'll take the last one.
Basically 3 apiece.
Gesturing, like open hands, towards Roth.
I'll go ahead and cast 2 more on Akka.
And I'll point to you.
To me.
I'll look to Alamar and I'll just say, tell him that, in Halfling, of course, tell him that he needs to heal himself first. If he falls, then all of us will.
I relay the message.
All right, so I'll do myself first. 3 times, right?
Roth, by the way, one of the things that you missed is the language that I had lost is common. So
okay.
I literally can't communicate with anybody except for Alamar.
Yeah, it's gotta suck. Fun RP though.
All right. Now, to Alamar.
So y'all still can't hear Sirenscape?
Oh yeah, we can hear it now.
I can now.
Yeah.
I had to change the virtual cable it was on to a different one, I guess.
Better than nothing.
Then I guess the last 2 to Akka.
I'll just hold up one finger towards Roth.
You still should have one more for Storm.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
need it. I don't need it. Use it on you guys.
You sure?
Positive, yeah. I'm only down 12. You guys are down a lot more than I am.
Yeah, if y'all's new healer was here, he could throw some heals out.
Yeah, I think I should do it on Akka.
We got 4 more left. So.
4 left.
Not how many do you got?
he
No, I don't think so.
He used 1 on me already, 3 to you, and 3 to him. So that's 7. You should have 2 left. Or that's 8. That you should have 2 left.
Yep, 2 left. Yeah, I'm gonna do Akka 1.
Once
You still should have 3 left.
once Roth heals me those couple times, I'll hug his leg, since I'm probably not nearly as tall as him.
I'll go ahead and use the other one since that one wasn't that good. All
Still
right,
should have 1 more.
that should work.
No, 1 had already gone to me, so now 3 have gone to everybody, which is 9, leaving 1 more. Right? For
Yeah,
10
see, I
rounds?
count. I'm just going through the combat tracker. I see. I'm counting him using it 9 times right now.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is
'cause I
leaving
healed you
1
too.
more. Correct?
All
Clue?
right, let's see.
Clue confirm? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay. Didn't want to assume without making sure with you.
All right, I'm going to use the last one on Alamar.
I trust y'all.
I don't.
I damn sure wasn't counting.
You got Roth. You got 5 more.
Unlimited.
Nice.
All right,
Almar,
there
tell
you
him I
go.
said thank you.
The halfling says, keep hitting him.
And I'll look to Roth and give him a smile and thumbs up, knowing that Alamar definitely didn't betray me and relayed my message perfectly.
All right, and that should be all I'm going to do for a little bit. That should help out everyone.
I've got 3 more potions left.
Well, all right, gentlemen. If everybody's starting to feel better, there is a room down here with a staircase leading down.
Huh?
Almar, when you look down that hallway, you see a skeleton key come up the stairs.
I'll let them know there's a skeleton key coming. It coming towards us?
Yes, coming towards you.
Alright, I'm
All
gonna
right.
back up.
Not a problem. And with that, I'm going to start moving towards it.
I'm gonna tell Storm to stay right there.
I'm just let you RP this one. I mean, they don't have.
I'm
much
gonna
advice.
I'm gonna sit right here. I'm coming right to the edge, and I'm drawing my weapons and getting ready. And if he walks out of the doorways, I'll look at him and say, "Draw him out." And as soon as he comes through, I am going to attack. I'm going to try and hide first, and I'm going to attack from a hidden position here on the other side of the wall.
All right, you take it down easily, and this one is shaped like a hexagon.
Clue, is there any magic in this room? I still got to take magic going.
In the large room?
Yeah.
Well, let me look. And I put that key in the party sheet, by the way. There is no magic in the room. Oh, there we go. Shaw's making it.
I am here.
We got a full group tonight.
All right, well, that was easy. So we've got an invisible key, we've got a hexagon key, we've got a pentagon key. How many keys does that make now?
Should be 4 keys.
Is there one each level?
Hexagon key, Jade Key, invisible key, and pentagon key. Well, unless the invisible key is something, or is one of those ones that I just listed off, or one of the other ones I listed off. Is the invisible key in here?
That's not one of them. Let's see, you got a triangle, you got a square, you got a pentagon, and a hexagon.
Yeah, you gave us one last time. You said we just gonna retcon it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not going to make y'all have to roll initiative on a stupid easy encounter.
All right, we're going downstairs.
I would say so. That looks like the direction that this is leading us. So, unless
I'll tell
anybody has a
Aka we
better
got
idea.
a stairway down here.
I'll grab my 10-foot pole and start moving.
Okay. Was not expecting y'all to go this way, so I wasn't quite prepared. So give me a minute. Okay, I see where it comes out at. So you're going to start descending the stairs, correct?
Unless anybody else has a better idea.
Which stairs?
Down here to the southeast corner.
Oh, I see.
All right, so as you descend the stairs, let me add you to a different map. I will. Who's going to be right after Storm?
Caveman. Me.
And as they move off of the stairs, I'll move more of you guys on. But I guess I do need to share the map.
Alright, Storm. To slowly move around with the 10-foot pole, checking as he goes. Is that a door to the east?
That is a door, indeed.
Alright.
Sounds of water come from outside too.
From outside the door?
Yeah, this is before you even open it. There's a dark corridor that leads south, and while there's a stone door with iron hinges and a brass knob standing to the east.
Storm's gonna look at it, take a look, start looking it over, see if there's anything suspicious about it, see if anything looks trapped. If not, he'll try to open it.
Okay. There's nothing preventing you from opening it.
Right. If you want me to make any rolls, let me know.
Okay, let me bring some other people down. Who's third? Come down the stairs.
Is that Roth?
Yeah, I believe it's me.
All right, we'll make it Roth. There you go.
All right. When I open the door, is this a lit area or is this dark?
Just a second.
I think I figured out why Clue didn't mention the secret door in the recap. Didn't want us to go this way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I blame Almar. While you're reading,
Was me.
just for a second, you guys know the meme, or like, I don't know if it's actually like a meme, but like, shit, I can't do this. Damn it, Obama.
Of course.
Have you guys seen the one where Obama's like trying to dunk a giant chocolate chip cookie into a glass of milk, and he just shakes his head and he's like, "Damn it, Obama," or like some shit like that. I don't know. I saw it the other day. It made me laugh.
I don't know if I've seen that one. I think I missed it.
Are you talking about where he tries to put the cookie in the cup, and it just doesn't fit?
Yeah, the cookie's way too big.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
He's just like, "Damn it, Obama." Hopefully that was enough stalling for you, Clue.
Yeah, I just had to read something that really needed to be read. I don't see that anything is lit up. I'm trying to see if anything states it, so if it's not stating it, I'm going to assume it is dark.
Either way, he's got the light from my shield.
All right. Well, there's a dark area in here with water and looks like boats. And the storm's gonna slowly start to move down.
Before we go too much further, since you did get Tasha's, I can throw something on a certain amount of people. My emboldening bond, I think it is.
Okay. Who's after Roth on coming down?
It'll be me or either Shaw.
Salamar. He's
There
in
you
front of
go.
me. Let me just make sure how many people this goes on.
I'm just going to move down here out of the way.
Yeah, get everybody on the map now. All right, you do see a bunch of water. And then what looks like different structures with gears around the bottoms of them.
And what is that to the left? Is that a cage in the water?
That is a diving cage.
I'm gonna take a look and see if I see.
Have you moved me down?
I have.
I can't see anything.
Click on the token button on your tab, and it should bring you right to your token.
There's like a red dot in darkness.
I'll try resharing the map and see if that works.
Do you have his character on the right level?
I do. He's on the stairs.
Yeah, he's on the stairs.
But I mean, like on the right level in the map. Like when you put his character into the map, you didn't put him on the wrong layer in the map, did you?
But everybody on the same layer, man. Close your map and drag the link down to your hotbar first, and then close the map, and then try to open the map back up.
Oh, I just closed it and hit the find token button, and it worked.
All right, cool.
Does it look like there's anybody or any bodies in that diving cage that I can see?
No, does not.
I don't know. This doesn't look like much in here. Some boats, a bunch of water, diving cage. Kind of looks like a dead end. Maybe we try south here, see if there's anything.
Well,
I'll just look really confused as Storm walks by me. Going in the room and then just walking out. Saying gibberish.
Look at him, nothing in there. Just shake my head and point my head, shaking my head no and pointing out towards that. All right, Alamar, you want me to lead or you want to lead?
I'm just trying to get out of the way.
Fair enough. I'll
We
make my
can,
way past.
We can always come back to this spot at some other time, because I'm just wondering if we got in those boats, if we couldn't go over to where those gears and stuff are and see if we could get past them.
We might be able to, but I'm not sure if I want to deal with that at the moment. Figured to see
think
where this
that
goes.
It looks like a
first.
big trap.
Pulling the 10-foot pole out and checking things along the way here.
And also going down in that diving cage. I mean, if you've got to have a cage, there's got to be something in that water that you want to keep away from yourself.
Very possible, but we keep getting sidetracked. We need to keep moving forward. Down seems to be the direction.
When you round that corner there, Storm, you do spot an Octagon Key skeleton. But it is a dead end.
I will swing and take this skeleton down.
You now have a Octagon Key.
And slowly going to move down this hallway, checking for traps as I go. And then when I get to the end here, I want to start feeling around and see if there's another secret door anywhere around here.
All right, give me a perception check for at least to see one. I say give it to me at advantage since you're feeling around as well. Giving you your investigation to your perception as a bonus.
All right. So I'll just roll a second one.
Yeah. You just do find what appears to be a switch.
I will
you would-
flip it.
All right.
Well, another door down here. And cautiously go through this.
Motion for the others to follow.
This way, Hawker.
To the south, looks like a hall that looks like it's choked with dust and cobwebs. But there appears to be some flickering lights.
I'm going towards the light. Slowly.
And you do see a larger hall that runs perpendicular to this one. And where the two halls meet, words have been scrawled on the ceiling in dried blood. Awaken Napaka.
Awaken Napaka.
Yes. And looking left and right, there are these large puddles of what looks like slime that spread across the floor of this 10-foot wide, gently sloping hallway. Candles flicker on riveted sconces, casting dim light across a sequence of sculpted reliefs depicting humanoids, with bestial heads kneeling before a black star. At the lower end of the hall, a thick purple drape hangs wall to wall. At the upper end, the hallway terminates.
Well, another one of those drapes over there.
We know, don't mess with it. How far is it?
About 15 feet or so.
And at the time of this kind of gone by, I feel like y'all been taking your time. Y'all been having conversations. Y'all do feel like you're not very far off from being able to bed down and get a long rest. So my clue for if y'all find the opportunity.
We'll take a look around here. Well, do you think this might be a good spot to
Pointing
lay
towards...
down, bed down for the night, Alamar?
We could. We could also go north and see where that goes. I wouldn't mess with that curtain.
Yes, no, who
I'm
knows
gonna
what's
start
behind
walking
that
up
thing.
to the curtain.
Clue, what is that thing in the corner down there?
You want to stop him there, Alamar?
What do I see
Okay,
on
don't
there?
touch it.
I go up and I pull him back by the nape of his collar.
Remember your brother.
Just gonna start flicking off the curtain as I get pulled back.
So there is what you're asking on that wall down there.
Yeah, it looks like a... I don't know what that is.
Like a fountain or something.
Yeah.
All the way
Oh.
to the west.
Yeah, I know, but it's not specifying anything about it.
It's a giant gold coin.
Maybe it's an unlit sconce.
That's what I'm kind of thinking
Yeah,
it might be.
Yeah, because it kind of looks like the... Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be, is a sconce, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should light it.
I'm getting out of that corridor. You can light it all you want to.
No, we could always rest first before we light it.
Okay.
Alamar, you feel like creating that protective barrier for us?
Yeah, I'll cast it. Give me 10 minutes. Tell Alka he needs to come over and get in a tent.
Well, if you're going to do that for 10 minutes, I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing. And everybody can do... It'll do everyone for that same 10 minutes before we take our long rest. I don't really have to do that since everybody's going to get healed anyway, so.
Okay, I'm going to say that thing on the wall is a bas relief depicting a crocodile-headed humanoid. Hopefully, I am correct in my assumption.
Wait, don't we have a crocodile key that we picked up somewhere
Yeah.
along the lines?
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Tell artists to get in here too.
I'm sure Artist can take care of himself.
Yeah, just assume he's staying right with y'all.
He can't understand me. I'm not letting him out of my sight either way. Making sure he's always at least somewhat close.
Clue, you said this was like jelly on the ground or something?
It looked like slime. It's actually
Slime.
gray in color.
Oh yeah, we will take a long rest.
Okay, sounds good. And you get your long rest.
Ooh, just under 6,000 till 10.
Getting closer for sure.
Oh, that's one thing I forgot. I didn't have the total XP.
I'll fix you up real quick.
Yeah, I got 3,500 out of 64,000.
You got a long way to go.
Yep,
Not anymore. He caught up to y'all.
all better.
We need to take more long rests like that.
That was an eventful day.
Yeah, imagine if you would have let me kill Artis. Or I die and then you don't have to split the experience with me. See? It's a win-win for you guys.
Okay, so it is a new day. What do y'all want to do?
All right. Well, I'm going to.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to come over and take a look at this. So, and that was open. Is that supposed to be opened? Or is that supposed to be hidden?
It looks like a little crawlway.
Remember what
Mother-
happened the last time you got in the crawlway?
Yes, I do. But I think I want to check to start with. I'm not afraid. These crawlways are not going to get the better of me. But I do want to check this crocodile head here and look and see if there's a spot for that crocodile key to go in it anywhere.
You do see a keyhole.
I'm going to grab that. I think it's the Jade Key in here, but yeah, I think it's shaped like a crocodile. And I'm going to slide that in there and turn it and see what happens.
You unlock this boss relief and swing it open. Actually, this is actually what reveals the crawlway. My bad. So now you can see the crawlway.
All right.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, suppose I'll go through here and I will pull out that pole, and I'm going through, but I am going to be checking as I go. I'm not afraid, but I'm not stupid either.
Do you want us to follow?
That's up to you, whether you feel like following through this.
Trying to find my dang streaming
Almar,
token.
what about over that thing? Pointing towards the curtain.
Leave the curtain alone.
Okay.
Alright, slowly moving through.
The hall at the west end slides. Nope. Yeah, well, once you get around the corner.
What's that? Oh.
It slides back to reveal a stone juggernaut on rollers. The construct fills the height and width of the hall. And actually, you're on the back side, so nope, that doesn't happen. But you do see a stone juggernaut.
So was that room that we just came in sloping?
What room?
The room we took a long rest in.
Yeah, it's open.
No, was it sloping? Was it like a downward
Oh yeah,
slope?
yes, it is.
So that son of a gun is a trap.
I want to take a look and see if I can. Yeah, I want to start checking this juggernaut over on the rollers. Can I get it off the rollers and make it so they can't roll?
Put something in front of the rollers.
You could certainly try.
All right, so there's the juggernaut skull is on top of rollers. Is that's what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
You think it has something to do with the curtain?
Oh, I would assume so. I want to start looking at it and see if I can figure out what opens or what doesn't. If I need to jam it or if I can turn them so they won't roll down the hill. So I'm assuming that the rollers roll down and the skull stays on top of it. Is that kind of...
You got a picture of it? We could try tying it off.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That is cool.
All right, yeah, so that's very different than what I'm looking at here.
Wait, why is everything underneath the ground skeletons?
Build the foundation on dead bodies.
That's what it seems
All right.
like.
Yeah, the one we're looking at looks like something out of Fred Flintstone.
So yeah, I want to start taking a look at this thing and seeing what I can do to possibly either dismantle it and make it so it won't roll, or make it so that the trap... Start looking around at the wall in the front of it to see if I can keep the wall from opening, whatever I have to do to keep it from rolling. Maybe see what starts it rolling. See if I can stop that from triggering. If it's on blocks that are keeping it from rolling, or how that works.
Well, the rollers are part of the structure. You probably need something pretty good to keep it from moving. I mean,
Okay, I want to look like under the wheels. Like, so is there like a block in front of one of the wheels that's gonna drop and let it start rolling when the trap is triggered?
It's. I mean, no, it doesn't look like it in the picture, but just it's resting in front of it.
Okay, it's just resting against the wall, and essentially the wall is going to drop, and then it's going to start rolling.
Exactly.
All right. I want to kind of grab it. How heavy is it for me to try and push it backwards?
Give me a athletics roll. I won't make it impossible. Oh, I was like, DC 25 sounds fair. And you
And
made
then
it.
he hit that with the shotgun.
Okay, so yes, you're able to, with your superhuman strength, to start slowly pushing it backwards.
All right. I'm going to try and push it backwards as far back as I can. Alomar, see if you can tie it off to something. And see if that'll hold it.
Is there anything we can tie it off to?
Looks like a sconce back there that's got that flare, looks like there's something back there that the torch is in.
I
Pushing
guess I
Shaw
can make
in
a
the
figure
back.
8. Make a figure 8 around each wheel, but you can't pick it up.
You do see out of that west wall that there's a lustrous spiked ruby as big as a human fist that sits on a stone shelf.
Oh, that's pretty.
Don't touch it. I'll get it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
It's really nice.
Clue, can I tie that thing off?
The Juggernaut, you gonna try to tie it off to that sconce?
Yeah.
Sure.
I lift my leg up as Akka runs underneath.
That thing's what, 20 foot wide? Or 10 foot long?
10 foot wide, yeah.
Yeah, 10 foot.
Well, I'm gonna double the rope. I'll use a 50-foot piece and I guess try to tie it best I can. If I have to, I'll use mage hand to go around it.
All right, give me a survival check. You definitely feel like you tied it pretty damn good.
Yeah, but with the wall hold it.
Remains to be seen.
All right, so you've got it tied off.
Yeah.
I'm going to slowly start letting off and see if the rope is holding.
And it appears to be holding. I mean, you can tell that rope's definitely straining, but for the most part, it's holding.
All right, with that, and then I want to grab. Do I have anything else?
Is anybody that's in the room or can see into the room proficient in history?
I am.
You give me a history check.
I am too.
You give me one too, then, Roth. Okay.
Oof.
Almost a 20.
It damn sure was almost one. And actually, this one here, let me see. Yeah, it doesn't matter which item off this list it is. You got to have a higher roll. Do you, Aka? You're not in the room, are you?
I'm just stuck right behind Alamar. I guess I could wiggle past him.
I'm just wondering, do you recall what the company the Yellow Banner was in or going besides the Soulmonger? Do you recall what they were actually going to the tomb for?
Let me look into my notes.
Would that be something that my little friend would have relayed to me?
I don't know. Because
Oh yeah, you talking about the spirit, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. I forgot that you had that thing, and then you got that thing that's just yelling. Also,
Yeah.
that skull followed you around.
Yeah, I've got that friend too. But yeah, no, I was talking about the lantern.
Yeah, I completely forgot about her. I'm sure she could enlighten you to it because I mean they were coming here to get it, and she was with them. So she will tell you that it is the Eye of Zaltek.
The ruby that he just found.
Yes. For centuries, this fist-sized ruby surmounted the Great Pyramid in Nexal, capital city of the Maztecan Empire. The gem is a relic of the cult of Zaltek, and its dagger-like point was plunged into the hearts of countless sacrifices.
Would this have anything to do with that princess that Roth was supposed to be protecting at some point?
I don't think this is what she was looking for.
You was wanting a chalice, wasn't you?
Yeah, Skull Chalice of Chukkari or something like that.
Well,
We
that should
taking
be a
it.
find. Yeah, that'll be a find. Grab that and throw that in the bag.
Do you want me to mage hand it first?
Yeah,
Or you
that's
can
not...
if you want to.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll send the lantern out to grab her because it was their quest, so I'll let her go get it. Have her go grab it and put it in the bag of holding.
Okay, it's in the party sheet at the moment.
All right. Well, I
just
guess
based off of say Alamar's history check, he would kind of surmise that although its value is roughly 5,000 gold, you can fetch far more than that at a major city if it's auctioned.
well, something like this will make this whole journey worth it, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go. It looks like whatever's behind that curtain may be trapped now. We'll at least know what to expect. Have everyone be ready just in case.
All right, we'll go back to the room then.
Alamar, what have we been doing this entire time? You haven't said a word.
I hear him say that. I'll reach into the bag of holding and I'll pull out the stone that we just grabbed and I'll show it to him and then put it back in the bag of holding.
You just hear a bunch of gibberish since you don't understand halfling.
No, I understand that, but I get the fact. I'm sure I can see the irritation on your face. Yes or no?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I always look
I'll say
irritated.
we found a red ruby.
Yeah, I mean, Storm's not a complete idiot. He'd have some idea that you would be annoyed. I'd show him why you're here, why we're here.
Okay, so what are you doing?
All right, so obviously there's a trap down here, so a trigger to a trap down here somewhere.
Yeah, I'd let everybody know that is a trap somewhere.
And when I get to here, I'm going to pull out my pole and start checking. You said what's on the tapestry itself? Was there drawings or anything on this tapestry?
I don't believe so. Let me look again. It's just a thick purple drape.
All right. I will use my 10-foot pole to slowly start to slide it out of the way if I can.
And the floor drops out from under you. I'm just kidding. So you open it up, and behind it, there's a 6-foot tall statue of a leering 4-armed gargoyle standing against the back wall. One of its arms has broken off and lies on the floor in front of it. Its hand is curled into a tight fist. The other 3 arms have their clawed hands open in such a way as to suggest they're meant to hold something. Carved into the wall above the statue is a riddle. 3 I need, then 3 more, then 3 more still. Opens the door.
So three sets of 3. 3 I need, 3 more, and then 3 more opens the door.
Yes.
But 3 what? That's the question.
Yeah, I want to look around and see if I can get any clues as to what that might be. Start slowly moving forward. And is that thing on the ground supposed to be the broken off arm, or is that something different?
I would say it probably is.
All right. 3 I need, then 3 more, and then 3 more opens the door.
You think the keys might work?
Looking at the hands, is there any markings or anything on the hands to indicate what might go where?
No.
Well, maybe whatever we need is, like Ross said, maybe we need to use that dive cage to get whatever. Maybe they're down in that water somewhere, or at the other end of this hallway.
You gonna go to the other end of the hallway?
Yeah, well, I'll make my way past these guys and start.
Okay. Let's go this way.
Did you take a look at the hand that was on the ground?
I didn't look it over that hard. No.
What if the secret lies within?
I'll look at that. Since I'm still here, I'll check that arm that's on the ground.
Okay, and do what?
See if it may be holding something, or
It is not holding anything.
I may pick it up and see if how it fits to the gargoyle itself.
I mean, it definitely was broken off of the statue. You can definitely tell that much.
Okay.
How many of the gods are there?
9, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Tomb of the 9 gods.
That
Would it
add up to
possibly
9.
mean the 9? There are 9 of these items that we're getting out of the out of each tomb, correct? There's 9 items. 3, 3, and 3 would be 9. Does that mean that we have to return all of these items in order to open the door to get out of here?
That is worth a shot.
Possibility.
Well, let's. I say I'm going to move forward here and see what I have at the end of this hallway. Slowly checking as I go.
A pungent stench fills this pentagonal room, the walls of which are covered with riveted sheets of iron. A wild garden full of sickly plants and rotting compost takes up most of the interior, and a narrow path hugs the walls between 2 exits. Jutting from the middle of the garden is a 6-foot tall rusty sprinkler. In the ceiling above the sprinkler, a 10-foot wide shaft leads straight up.
So there's a walkway around the edge that's not in whatever this stuff is. Is that what it's saying? Or was that 10 foot, or was a walk path around it, around the outside of it?
It's inside the thing. It's along the walls.
Along the walls. Yes, and there's a second exit over there. Okay. As I get close, Storm is going to hold his breath and try and run to this other entrance over here.
Hold your breath and run.
With my speed, I shouldn't have much problem doing that.
Yeah, you're fine.
Making my way forward, I'm gonna just say, Alamar, we have to stop following that cat and don't know what he ate.
Yeah. You definitely get the impression he farted or something really bad and shit himself. Kind of makes sense. He took off running, so maybe he shit himself,
I believe
as he was
the
running.
Tabaxi call that crop dusting.
I guess I'll tell Akka that there's a room, or a hexagon room, that we need to go to the left.
Yeah, I guess I'll hold my breath as well and follow him if he darts off.
Clue, what's that right in the center?
A rusty sprinkler.
I thought that's what he said.
Acidic stench fills this pentagonal chamber, which has 2 exits. The walls are covered with riveted sheets of iron, and the pock-marked stone floor has a large puddle of gray slime in the middle of it. Freezes, I don't know how to say that word, freezes, it looks like that to me. Along each wall just beneath the ceiling depict 5 black dragons.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Aki he might want to hold his breath and run to the next door to the left.
All right, I'm gonna.
Turn to Roth and go.
Hold my breath again and do the same thing running across here. 15, 20, 25, 30.
And I guess I'll follow, holding my breath.
I let my breath go in this room. Does it still linger just as much?
The pungent smell now, it's acidic smelling.
It's acidic smelling now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll hold my breath again and follow where exactly
Holding
the
breath,
path.
following path.
I don't think my stream is working properly.
Let me see.
I just noticed it's still on the last map. It didn't
Anybody-
update.
Anybody know anything about black
Stream
dragons?
is working properly.
I'm gonna hold my breath and
They're
run
acidic,
across
aren't they?
there.
I would
Is
think
your
I would do.
is your camera still on the last map clue?
Shouldn't matter, man. It's just picking a point in the window itself. But
Z-Stream hadn't been following us.
it was at one point, but then it just like it reverted.
I see. It looks like the map is behind it, but like it cuts off. It looks like it's overlaying it, but it's missing. Like it doesn't look like it's behind it. It looks like it should be over it, but there you go. I mean, we can. Whatever you did kind of worked.
Partially see it.
Yeah, can you close that first map?
What do I got going on here? Okay, I gotta fix something later, I guess. I don't think my chat window's working now.
There we go.
That's on the current map.
Now it is, yeah, Jessica.
I leave your stream up, but I try to not look at like your window because sometimes it reveals more map and I don't want to know.
Yep, I do the same.
Gotcha.
I just put a thing in the chat just to check and see if it's working.
It's not. I could tell. I gotta, I guess, mess with this during break or something. All right, so as you approach this room, there is a 4-foot high, 7-foot wide iron lectern in the middle of this rusty iron plated room. It is topped by a slanted control panel. And I'll read more if you get closer.
Talking about storm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm slowly moving forward.
I'll tell Alka to follow.
Holding my breath
So
again.
does anybody know anything about dragons?
So, set into the control panel are a gold lever with a star-shaped handle, 2 dials in red and blue, and 2 buttons of the same colors. Wall engravings behind the control panel show 5 groups of circles, with a small crystal embedded in the wall under each one. The crystal under the configuration labeled 3 glows bright green. 3 6-inch diameter rusty iron pipes jut from the wall above the engravings. And I will link this so y'all can study it.
Oh boy.
And I can do you one better.
Interesting.
That ought to go pretty well with the text and chat.
Okay, and there's the 3. That's the one that's currently lit up. Is it actually accurate or not? What's in that picture? The fact that one of those stones underneath is lit up underneath the number 3 grouping.
Yep.
Maybe since that's lit up, you can move those little stones above it. Or, yeah, above the light.
Okay, I'm going to whisper something to somebody.
Who's the chosen one?
Grab my Morning Star and place it over the controls. Then begin to pull back and then thrust forward. Putting Booming Blade on my Morning Star and smashing the controls.
Okay.
I turn, putting my hands on my hips like a fist. As I put the Morning Star leaning against the ground, I turn and look at everybody and give them a big smile.
I
So-
slap him.
As you swing your Morning Star down upon the controls, you do get a reaction. I need. I'm looking to see if it actually has the hazard there.
Oh,
I look
God.
to Alomar, like, confused, and then I say, why did you tell me to do it if it was going to make people mad? He just hit me.
I ain't told you nothing.
You're the only one that can understand me.
All right. So, what happens when he hits the controls? It causes arcs of lightning to momentarily erupt from the iron lectern. Each creature in the room must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be struck by lightning. So I'm going to see who's in the room. Be Shaw, Akka, and Storm.
Wonka, you bastard!
Give me a sec. I want to make sure I've got my stuff activated before you do anything.
Let me know when you're ready. Actually, roll me
Woo!
roll me a attack roll. Actually, Akka, I'll actually give you something to hit.
Yeah, it's active right now. Evasion is active on my sheet.
Because I guess that does actually matter.
Natural 20, let's go.
2. Give me a.
Oh, I missed!
Yes.
So actually, yeah, he ended up he actually missed hitting what would have caused the lightning to come out of it. So I guess now y'all know what happens.
Well, I'm going to try again.
I immediately put my hand over his hand, and I try to force him to stop. And I said, to him, I go,
Ah!
Stop it, Akka.
If it wasn't you, it must have been Wungo.
So are you trying to basically grapple?
Yeah, if he's continuously trying to go, then yeah, I guess.
I'm not going to
Okay.
continuously go for it. After the first time, swinging and missing, I'm going to assume I just still got smacked after looking like a bit surprised or happy about it anyways. And then trying to hit it again and then having more of like a forceful stop, I'll just look to the others, I guess normal to each of you, but slack-jawed, cross-eyed. bit confused.
I look over at Storm and I say, "Stop, you little beast."
This one's not mine anymore. I'm gonna pawn him off on Alamar.
I don't
Okay.
want him.
He's an attack
I'm
dog.
all out of love.
He's a great attack dog, but that's a problem with attack
I
dogs.
told you
They
we
got
should have
one
knocked
trick.
him out and put him in the bag of holding.
Well, he's trying to kill us.
Almar, why don't they want me to do this? This is what one of the gods wants me to do.
I wouldn't trust the gods either.
But my brother said that they were good. Well, before he died. And
So
I'll
obviously we have to
tap the bag of
rearrange
holding.
this to make it where we can go somewhere else. Any suggestions?
Ask them if they want me to smash it.
Do y'all want him to smash it again?
I do not.
No,
Please
definitely
don't.
not.
How sure did they sound, Almar?
They sound very worried.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to reach out and
Wait a
turn.
second, guys.
Oh,
Let's look at this control panel.
well, I'm not sure by
There
looking at it, but we
there
have
are
to
three-
turn something, right?
Look, if you look at those little patterns down below the gears, there's 3 sets. No, actually, all of them are set the same exact way.
They all have the same patterns.
Same exact pattern.
No, look at the openings, the doorways.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't notice.
So if we're gonna do that, if we're gonna use the control panel, we gotta see what it does.
Oh,
Somebody's
They
gonna
mu-
have to stay in here and do it.
they correlate to the rooms.
Oh my gosh, when you wish you could speak common. I actually think I know the answer.
You can still talk to
Go
one person.
Alamar.
I mean, Akka
So-
wouldn't know either, but I could at least talk it out with you guys while you're like correlating a plan.
The previous 2 rooms that we entered to the left. We went to the left and to the left again.
It was a gas. Yep.
That would be the reason why the middle one is entered. If you can see the openings.
So I'm
So we
assuming
need
that
We need to try and turn. We need to try and turn the middle one. Up
so the star
one.
must be the control panel, and the little car is the juggernaut.
The little car. What are you referring to?
You see what the green dot
Southwest.
is.
It
The-
looks like a plank with 2 logs underneath.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the.
And then the top looks like 2 squiggly lines. The
Yeah.
one to the right of that looks like a box with a couple of lines. And then the other one...
Chevy sticker.
What'd you call it?
Chevy sticker.
A Chevy sticker.
We'll call it the
Yeah.
Chevy sticker. And then the bottom right,
Duck lips.
Yep. Duck lips.
yep, now I can't unsee it.
So we need to figure out which dial turns the mechanism.
Almar, just
Remember the way
touch
it
one
is.
of the buttons. Don't let them trick you.
I suggest we use Mage Hand to do something. I wouldn't touch it.
Oh no, if Mage Hand will be any different, we have to still get pretty close to do it.
Almar, tell everyone to back out. I'll handle this.
The one who can't talk to nobody but me is going to handle it.
Yep.
See, I think in my opinion, I think the blue one handles one of the rooms and the red one handles a different room.
But what do the buttons do?
The button, yeah, that's
I'm not sure what the buttons do, but
all right. So
being
you've got
there's
your
three
your 1 through
rooms,
3. The one that's lit up right now, that's 3, is the way that it's currently set up.
Sweet.
Yes.
So we need to move it to. If we want to move to the next one, we need to get it to either 2 will lead us someplace new.
How you gonna get to it?
Almar,
Yeah.
look. And gesturing towards the panel, I say, what do you think that these arrows mean?
I have no clue.
I think that they're for the rooms.
I think the blue one goes to the room that's just next to us, and the red one is the room that we haven't seen. Because the middle one just turns on the
there's
inside.
one way to
by
find
itself.
out.
You think the middle one always turns?
Yeah.
All right, everyone, funnel back in. Let's make space and have one person try.
Don't forget, we still have these pipes above here that look like, my guess is the acid and stuff comes out of these pipes.
You didn't realize it, but you see the star on top of the handle? That means this is the star room. You see the...
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I get that. And what are those other symbols?
This
Is that
thingy right
wind?
here makes it work. These ones help control the rooms, and the buttons go
think turning it-
corresponding to the dial.
Turning it's not going to do nothing till you pull the lever.
Exactly.
Or hit the button.
I wouldn't touch the buttons.
All right. So who's doing
We'll
this?
have to try.
I know how I'm gonna handle it.
The little one seems to be just spattering nonsense. I think he has an
He
idea.
says he knows it.
Each of you besides Alamar just hearing like
He thinks he knows what he's doing.
He says he does.
Alright.
Have little faith.
Feline, give him a chance.
Have you seen his
Alright.
eyes?
Storm will back off and wait.
How do
Roth, you
think
may
he can
not.
see it?
Roth, you may not want to be standing there.
You might want to come a little closer.
Or get in the room.
Do we want to go into that room? When he starts pulling these levers, where do we want to be? Do we want to be in that room or do we want to be in this room?
I'm not sure if the hallway will make a difference.
I think
Blue, what's in that first room
I
there? Didn't you
think
say
if
it was
he-
acid?
if we're not inside this room, whenever that room turns, we're not going to be able. We're going to have to wait until it goes back to the opening
That's
where
right.
we can get in. So we got to be inside the room.
Alamar, let him know I'm going.
And use a
Alright.
guinea pig.
Hold up a second.
Stay in teams of 2.
I
It's a-
think also that if you could use Mage Hand, it's what, 30 feet?
Yeah, but you have to be able to see it, and that's at an angle where I don't know if you can actually see
Yeah,
it
I
to
don't
move
think
it.
you could.
You have to do it right around where Shaw's at.
He'll try some pattern. We'll stay in teams of 2 just in case something goes wrong.
Okay.
I guess I'll stay with Alka because I'm the only one that can talk to him.
It's a good idea. I'll stay with Artis.
All right, which way y'all want to go first? And I'll tell Alka to turn it.
Well, what does he think needs to happen?
Alka, what's your plan?
I'm gonna turn this dial. Pointing to the blue one. I'm gonna press that button, pointing to the blue, and then pull that lever.
Don't press a button.
Well, that's how it works.
Tell him to do one step at a time and see what happens.
Right, get y'all's places. He's gonna mash a button. I don't know what's gonna happen.
No one does.
All right, here we go.
Whistle when you're ready.
I'm gonna turn the blue dial to the left 1 notch.
Okay, so you turn it to the left, and you release it.
Yep.
And it snaps back to the center once you release it. And the lit crystal under the third configuration goes out. And then it lights up under the bottom of the second configuration. But you hear no noise, and those of you in the other rooms, that hallway, nothing moves.
Now watch, Alamar. I'm gonna turn the blue dial to the right, and then release it.
And the light goes out and lights up under 3, back where it was at originally.
And then gesture towards it.
I think the little man knows what he's talking about.
So what did he turn? He turned the blue one.
Yeah, he's only touched the blue one.
Tell him to
And
turn
it
the red
changed
one.
Changed the lights.
Alamar, tell them if they keep telling me what to do, I'm gonna smash this fucking panel.
You can't understand a word they're saying.
I'm gonna turn the red dial to the left, release it.
Okay, and nothing happens. Actually, hold on a minute.
The suspense.
Nothing happens.
Do you trust me now, Alamar?
I guess.
Tell the others I'm gonna make a change.
All right, I'm gonna tell them to get like they need to. He's fixing to make it happen.
Where do we want to go?
Y'all ready?
You
What
two in the room. I
configuration
think you might lose us for a minute.
Gonna all get in that room, or y'all gonna just go 2 by 2?
Which room do you want us in?
Artist, should we go with?
I'm just following y'all's lead. I don't want to get anybody hurt.
All right. Let's step into the room with them, artists, just in case.
So the cog room?
In the cog room.
All right, Aka.
Oh, got them locked down.
Blue dial left.
No,
That's
you're
not good.
Release. Light
I'll hold
should,
my breath
light should be
for
under
as long
2.
as I can.
It is.
Pull lever.
I don't want to tell him what you just did again.
I'm gonna pull the lever now.
I thought he was gonna hit the button.
Okay. When you pull the lever, 3 pipes in front of you, and the lever locks in place, and slime begins to pour into the room through the iron pipes above the wall engraving.
No other sounds?
Nope.
Now I'm gonna press the blue button.
Okay, when you press the blue button, the rooms, cog rooms, begin to turn and rotate to configuration number 2, and the slime is getting closer to you.
Does it seem like we have enough time to run back, hearing the cogs begin to turn?
Um, I'll give you the 1 round to be able to run and just make it. I'll give that to you.
I can definitely
All
make
right,
it with a
I'll
dash.
do.
Wait, what are you doing?
He said to come in here.
We might get us stuck.
So configuration 2, this is going to be difficult to do with this map and the walls. But basically, the doorway now is north and south. So you can see the,
Should be right there, right?
You can use tokens.
yeah, roughly.
You can just use the image you sent us to, zoom in.
Something like that, I guess.
Is the top left should be right around here, and I think it was like right here.
Yeah, I guess when we look at it, they rotated counterclockwise. So the opening that you currently see is up where the circle's at.
I got you. It's opening up towards the water now.
Yeah, those 2 are open up now towards the water.
Alomar, tell him we're not trapped. That's what the
Yes.
boats are for.
Okay. The little man says this is what the boats are for, but I don't see how that's possible.
I'm gonna go out and
Looking
take a
out
look
this
into the
door, I
water.
can see pretty much how close we are to like where those boats are tied up, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put an opening in the wall where this one opening's at.
The middle one turned too. Well, we can't go that way.
All right, that'll work temporarily.
All right, so can I walk along the edge here?
Yeah.
All right. I come out along here, and can I get into here?
I'll say that you can squeeze in.
Because I mean, that's the wall. All these walls are way back, right? So
Yeah.
this would essentially be like this wall here that I'm against would be going like straight like that way to this,
There should be a hole right there.
right? Because that's still there, and then there's a hole up here.
Yeah,
Okay, so
this is the way to go.
you do want to squeeze in?
Yeah, I'm gonna start sliding in to see what's going on in here. Because,
Okay,
well, no, there's not. That's not that close anymore here. Like, that's the flat wall now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock you down for a second so I can
Yep.
make sure where these doors are lined up. There still is a door lined up where you just went in,
Yep.
and the other door is lined up to the north. Y'all want to go ahead and take a quick 5, man? This would be a good time to do it.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
These 3 shambling mounds are moving.
The 3 what?
Shambling mounds.
And where are those located at? Like they're kind of in the middle here.
That helpful?
That is helpful. All right, guys, we got something alive in here. And
Alamar, your friend's saying something, but I don't know what he's saying. I just hear mumbles.
He's saying there's something in this other room.
And with that, I am going to jump backwards here. All right, there's 3 somethings in there. I hold up my fingers and show 3 with Akka right there. I put up 3.
Maybe we have to take and attack those 3. Kill them, and they'll give us 3 of something we can put in those fireballs' hands.
I'll mirror storm, hold up 3 fingers back.
And when I draw both of my weapons, and then I point into the door.
Look back into the room, seeing the others. Start gesturing.
Yes,
All
I'll
right,
go in there
everyone.
with him.
There's 3 creatures in here. They're fairly large.
Wait, where's Alamar?
I think
Is
he's
he out of
coming
my line
late.
of sight? I didn't
Yeah,
see
I
him in the
think
other
so.
room.
I'm right above him.
Word.
All right, and with that, Storm is going to jump in and try and run kind of along the north wall here, is my intention. I suggest we get in here and hit whatever this is hard and fast.
You going to attack that, or you just trying to get through the room and that's it?
Clue, how
I
deep
can
does
just-
this water look?
Looks pretty deep, man.
Alamar.
Yes.
Ask Artis if he knows how to swim. This water looks pretty deep.
He's not getting in the water.
I mean, just in case he doesn't make the jump.
And just, okay, I'm going to give you a little description. A dark underground lake opens up before you, its ceiling festooned with chains and gears, some of which appear to have dwarves dangling from them. A gigantic, motionless stone cog rises from the water, with 2 matching cogs connecting to it. Rusty metal conduits stretch from the cavern walls to the cogs, and the water of the lake is slimy with pinpricks of phosphorescent light twinkling in the murk.
So the water itself is lighting up.
Yes.
I would not get in the water then.
All right.
I thought that might change your mind.
All right, so I'm going to see if I can get to that northern room.
I guess I'll come in behind you and support you.
And
We need to roll initiative.
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative so we can see where everybody stands.
Woo!
That's initiative, Akka.
Don't know why there were 2 D4s.
Just take 3 off of it.
Yeah, put you below somebody else, so
I almost
I'll drop
smashed
it.
my initiative.
All right, so Roth is. I'm going to give Storm a movement round, but if he wants to attack, then we're going to follow initiative.
Well, my intention is to come in here in order to get past this thing without taking an opportunity attack. I have to come in, hit it, and run. So that's my intention here.
Okay, so Storm or Roth, you are up first. Maybe you're a little jumpy. What do you want to do on your turn?
If you lock down,
Let me see here.
if you lock down, I can kind of show you the path that I'm looking at taking.
It's locked.
Well, see, I can't get through everybody because it's. I got 30. I'd have to dash to get in there. That's what I'll do. I'll dash.
So my intention is hitting that 20-foot mark, attacking, and then going off to the 30-foot mark.
That is actually 30.
All right, so is that where you want to go?
Right to there. And
You only got 30, right? I'm going to move you back to this spot right here. You're teeing it up as 35 foot. But that'll work.
yeah, that's going to be my turn.
No attack. Oh, you had to dash.
I had to dash.
Oh, wait a minute then. Maybe you could have got further then. All right. So, Storm. So is that the movement you want to take?
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to the 20-foot mark where it says 20 foot. I am making an attack, and then I am moving to the 30-foot mark from there.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and just move you in there. I'll put you right there and let you do your attack. Then we can do some movement afterwards.
All right. All right, so drawing my weapon. And then moving the next 10 feet, which was there. And I am going to use my feline agility.
Okay, finish out what you're going to do and just let me know when you're done.
Yeah, and my feline agility gives me another 30 feet, so I'm gonna move up and come into this room and see what's in here.
Okay, now I see why y'all were getting that extra D4. Because y'all still had a boldening bond on.
Yep. It just that just lasts 10 minutes, and I think you can just use it until the time's up.
Which by now that would have definitely been gone, I'm assuming. As much traveling in this have y'all's done.
And
I can put
what
it
do I
on
see?
as much as my proficiency bonus. And until a long rest. So the long rest went off and then I redid it.
Okay.
Why don't I have one?
Because he thinks you're a goblin.
Man, fuck you, Shaw.
A goblin.
He can't speak.
Damn.
Shit,
As
I
you-
don't have the boot.
That's funny.
I don't think I have space.
And Storm,
Yes.
as you were moving towards that room, I'm going to give you a chance to retcon your movement. You've seen green gas billowing out of that room.
Of
Green
the
gas
north
is
room?
coming from that room.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, no, if that's what I see, I am definitely backing out. Yeah. I don't think we want to go in there. There's that's where the green gas is coming from, is in that room. With that being said, all right, Storm's going to start looking at that sprinkler system. All right. Yep, that's everything Storm's doing.
Okay. Let's see. Can I go around the other way?
What's blocking you?
This is true. And then, am I able to slip into this hallway?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use a dash action to get into here, and then I think I'll be able to get like to the edge of the hallway. How filled it with slime is it?
By now, it is the floor is probably a couple foot deep.
Okay. Well, that's as far as I can go that turn.
Aka.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay, you want to use any movement?
I'm gonna just kind of move a little to the. No, I'm just kidding. I'll go into the room. Make my way. Oh, there you are, Almar. I see you now.
It's real if you don't know where nobody's at.
And then I am going to just swing at this creature.
All right, let's see what you got.
Actually, scratch that. I forgot what I was actually going to do first. I'm going to cast Blur on myself as I move into the room.
Okay.
Then I have 5 feet left, so I will go here. And then that will be the end of my turn. Make my way in. You kind of see like these, like it looks like Akka's kind of phasing in and out of existence as he's making his way into the room.
Shambling mound number 10 does approach. Let's see.
Puts on that battle music.
Moves up here. Yeah, I guess I could have put some battle music on.
No, that's what the shambling mound does for his action, so he doesn't do anything else, right?
Why is it not stopping? Okay. He is going to attempt to make 2 slam attacks at you, Akka. Missing you both times.
Whoop, whoop. That 17 would have definitely hit, and that 15 I'm pretty sure would have hit too. Blur already
I guess
paying
I'll just
him.
move in. Ooh,
Alamar hadn't been able to see what was in there at his angle.
I will activate Blade Song as a bonus action. And I'll move right here. Oh, dang it. I'll move right there. And try to hit number 13. With my sword. Ooh, do I get advantage with that too?
Yeah. It should automatically do the advantage, though, I think. Oh, there you go.
Oh, damn. Terrible. You want me to try to do it without advantage to see if it works?
Yeah, it should still do it. Hey, I guess ain't no guarantees, but it should. Well, maybe not.
No, I don't think that's considered to be opposite. I think it would have to be right around where that mound 10 is in order for it to be considered flanking.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, still I hit. That's my attacks.
An artist's turn. Well, it looks like y'all need help. Maybe I should cast an area of effect spell. Just kidding. It'll mess with Akka.
Do it, artist. I'm good.
He's just going to attack with his bow. Shambling mound number 5. moves towards you, Storm.
All right.
Clue, is it kind of dark in here? Is it pretty light? Or is it dim light?
Let's say it's dim light in here. I don't see any light sources.
Me.
All right, so this one's going to attack Storm.
Wait, I'm a light source.
That is true.
Evasion.
Okay, so I will remove 9 points of damage. No, yeah, 9.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about uncanny dodge?
Dodge, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the one that halves my damage. Uncanny dodge. Yeah. Sorry.
Ooh,
Oh no,
I think you evaded the wrong one.
Storm. It's the first. I feel like that's the first time you've been hit in a while.
I like the one in the 2 though.
I was sitting there thinking to myself, man,
Yeah.
I hope I roll a nat 20 after he rolled that.
I'm
done that
definitely
uncanny
a fan of
dodge.
the 1 and the 2 on that extra damage, though.
Yeah, it was luck, I guess. Okay, so if both attacks hit a medium or smaller target, the target is grappled. And the shambling mound uses its engulf on it. Okay, that's the end of his turn. Number 13 is going to. I think it's an any, mini, miny, mo. So.
I'm
one.
eeny, meeny, miny, and mo. Let's go.
No.
Dang it.
We're going to go with
Taunt.
1 or 2 is going to be Alamar, 3 or 4 is Akka, and then 5 or 6 is Roth.
So, since Roth's within 5 feet of me, I normally actually forget this, and to be honest, it may not make much of a difference. I'm going to use my protection fighting style.
Okay.
So, this will give disadvantage on attacks for any ally made by an enemy towards any ally within 5 feet of me.
It does what again? Okay.
I mean, downside, I have to be wielding a shield, but plus side, I like wielding shields. So.
Okay. Storm. That damage you took from the engulf is going to take place this round, so I'm not going to roll any damage for that this round because it's supposed to be at the start of your turn if you fail to save. And so this round, when you start your turn, technically that's when you will have taken that damage.
All right.
You are also restrained and unable to breathe.
Restrained and unable to breathe.
Yes. That's what it says for the engulf target. I don't know about any kind of effect for not breathing. Obviously, you've got so much time before you.
It says the restrained was caused by Roth.
That's because it's his turn right now.
Roth, let him go. You sick son of a bitch.
I didn't do it.
Roth,
It wasn't me.
it is your turn, Roth.
All right. I'm just going to smile and use my breath weapon.
Okay, and is it a cone?
No, it's a line.
Okay.
30-foot line of lightning.
Okay. They both make the save. And take 0 damage.
All right. Well, that didn't work. And guess that'll be my turn.
So I guess you get a pretty good feeling that they're immune to lightning damage.
Yeah, I think so.
When you told me what your breath weapon was, I was like, shit. He's gonna hate this. I was hoping they'd fail or save just so you could really see it when you rolled high damage.
At least that's something we know now. I've never fought one of these, so it's new. Alright, I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
And seeing that son of a gun has engulfed my feline friend, I'm gonna move 5 foot over and attack it.
Yeah, Storm's not used to being in this situation.
To make sure which one it was.
Number 5. I'm
You said
actually
it's damn low.
surprised that I hit Storm like that. I had some really good rolls against him.
Yeah, so my AC is high enough that I usually don't get hit.
That is a hit. Yeah, you don't get damaged very often, man, but you definitely got hit this fight. Nice damage. Oh, how much? That was 8 points of lightning damage. So 13 gets 8 points back.
But a nat 20 on the second one.
Yeah, that's 2 crits in a row.
Nice. Decent damage there, man.
That ain't
Personal
bad.
best. Round of applause.
Yeah, I'll bow. I'm trying, Storm.
All right, Storm. You have a chance to break out of this grapple.
All right, what do I need to do?
DC 14 athletics. With your strength, what it is right now, I would imagine that would be easy. And you do break out of
close
it.
though.
All right, so I can move now.
You can. Let me take off the effect.
All right, with that, I am going.
Storm, get the hell out of there.
20. That's 20 now. All right. What am I looking at here? There's a sprinkler here, correct?
There is.
I'm looking at that sprinkler. Does it look like I can activate it anyway? Like, do I have any idea about how it works?
trying to locate my pen. I accidentally closed out the storyboard.
Gotcha.
Hmm. No. I mean, it does sprinkle water, but other than that,
I don't see any way to activate it or anything from here. And that's like up in the ceiling with that 10-foot shaft up there.
no. The sprinkler is on the ground,
Right.
but there is a shaft up in the ceiling.
How high is it to the shaft?
It is 15 foot. Yeah, I'd say that's probably a good amount. It might be a little higher.
And this room right now, is it filled with gas and stuff at the moment?
It's got gas drifting into it, yes.
Kind of like a layer of fog that's like knee deep or something like that kind of deal.
Yeah, but it doesn't really seem to bother you. It just seems it's really more concentrated up in that northern room.
If I move, okay. If I move in that direction, do I think I could hide in it?
The only way you would think you could hide in it is to actually go up into that hallway to the north.
All right, fair enough. All right, I am going to attack this mound that attacked me.
Okay, do you have an action left?
Was that my action to get
Yeah, to break a grapple, it is.
to break the grapple? That was an action. All right. Then what do I have left? I can do. All right. I am going to bonus action disengage and come back 10 feet here. And that's it for my turn.
Okay, Akka.
Super easy turn. I'm gonna target Mound 13. Then Booming Blade, my
Advantage.
Morning Star. And do I have advantage on this clue?
Yes.
And that's a hit.
That is a hit. Decent damage.
Bonus action, swinging again.
Another landing blow for not as much
Not as
damage.
much. Just the regular mace attack. The Booming Blade worn off on him. Or now upon him. So with him targeted, I will do this. And then there is where I will end my turn.
And it is 13's turn. And he will continue to go for his previous target. And you said you're giving him disadvantage due to your fighting style, correct?
Yep. I mean, as long as he's going for Roth. If he's going for me, I get... he's still disadvantaged because of Blur.
Mm-hmm. And he misses both attacks.
Whoop, whoop.
Shaw.
Okay, you said the ooze in this room is about a foot now?
Yeah, I'd say it's a foot to 2 foot deep. It's not getting any higher.
Okay, so it stopped.
It's still oozing into the room. It's just not getting any higher, though. It seems to be flowing out the north side of the room.
Okay. Okay, that's not too much of an issue then. I'm gonna cast Fly on myself.
Okay.
Go into the room enough to hit the panel. Click it back to the right and then hit the button.
The blue switch.
Yeah, the blue.
Okay, so you see the light go out under configuration 2 and go to 3.
And then hit the blue button.
And the rooms turn back to their original configuration.
And then I'll go another. That's 20. Is that? I think I can move to there, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming you've got a pretty good flight speed at the moment.
Well, everyone I can see at the moment is not injured. Unfortunate. That is all I can do.
Is it just me, or is this the first time I heard fly speed for Shaw?
60 fly speed.
He cast Fly on himself before he did the other stuff.
Why is he getting advantage? Because y'all got it flanked. That makes no sense. I'm going to leave it. I don't feel like he should have advantage right now. So he's going to skip his last turn. In his mound number 10's turn, he is targeting Akka.
Dang.
Wow, the 17 missed.
Well, I mean, I have a high AC. I'm saying more dang on the fact that Clue just rolled a 2 and a 3.
Yeah.
Save them big rolls for Alamar.
Let's see if I can get another one.
Let's go.
Nope, I guess I
No?
didn't save them.
Your target for this game has to be Storm. That's the only one you're doing good on.
Yeah, apparently. I need to chase him down. Roth, start of round 3. It's your turn. Goddamn, look at that freaking initiative.
Can't
I
see
guess
it.
38.
Wow.
All right. I'm going to
Go first.
Oh, yeah,
attack Shambling Mound 13. And I'm going to use my Great Weapons Master's Feet. And we do have advantage, right?
That you do. Oh, nice.
All right. This, I love it.
That one's done had 2 criticals, right?
He has had 2 crits at him.
Get it, boy.
3 max dice.
Ooh, that's
Not
a lot of
bad.
damage.
Dude, you literally hit it for the exact amount needed to take it down.
Yeah. What a hit.
Outstanding.
That has to be a personal best. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Look, it is.
Yeah.
Because of that, I'm going to move forward to here. And I get to take an extra bonus action melee attack because I had a crit and a kill.
Okay.
So I am going to attack
Untarget
Shambling
13.
Mound 5.
Untarget 13. Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to use the Great Weapon Masters again.
This thing just turns into a random pile of compost.
All right. Now for my second attack, I'm going to hit Shambling Mound number 5 again.
Missed.
That missed it. And that shall be my turn.
Shaw, you are up.
I'm here. Fly above Artis into the room. Let's see. I'm going to look at the number 5 and let's try. Let's see.
You're going to target yourself as well, whatever you're doing.
Am I targeting myself? Okay. No longer.
There you go.
I'll try Mind Sliver.
All right. He failed his save.
I figured they had low intelligence. Let me just make sure how much damage.
Ooh, your personal best. 5 points of damage.
Nice. The first time it's rolled. I think the first time I rolled any damage, that's my best.
It is.
That's not true. You rolled damage on me when you attacked me.
Oh yeah, I fucked you up.
Yeah, you did way more damage than 5. But not with that spell.
Yeah, I did a different spell on you.
Although that spell might have been equally as effective.
Anything else?
I'll look over at Storm and cast a level 2 healing ward.
Okay.
Whoops.
Five points back to Storm.
Thank you.
Only a +1?
That it does wisdom. It's a cleric spell.
You should be able to change it so it does yours.
Can I?
Yeah, I
'Cause it
figured
should be-
your spellcasting modifier was bigger than a +1.
That would
It
read the
is.
spell, but it should be whatever your spell modifier is, I think. Unless
Healing. I think healing word specifically is off the cleric spell list because I'm level 1 in cleric.
I mean, if it's the
okay.
multi-class and that's why you have it, then that's different. I have no idea what you're playing.
Yeah, cure wounds. I think might do charisma because I just have it for divine soul.
Not sure. I'd have to look into it, but that makes sense.
Yeah, but that's it for me.
Alamar.
Alright, we're gonna keep hitting this number 5.
See if you can get your third round of a crit. If you roll a crit, I will give everybody else inspiration that doesn't have it.
You got this.
The pressure's on.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna roll a nat 1 now. Nope. But still, it's a good hit.
Why at advantage?
Because of this blade I'm using.
Nice. Come on, nat 20.
Double nat 1s.
Ugh.
Oh, that was close.
Well, on the bright side, I still have inspiration.
Yeah, and Rolf does too.
Alright.
Oh, that's good damage right there. Storm.
All right, so
Storm wants that revenge.
he's ready to put this guy down. Coming right up to him here. And swinging. This should be an advantage here, correct?
It is. So how do you want to do this? Because you're pretty much almost, I think, guaranteed to kill him unless you roll like really terrible rolls.
I figured I am just I'm running at him and jumping up, and with both my weapons, just cutting it in half.
Sounds good. And you had some terrible damage rolls in there, but still took him down. He's gone. Just a pile of compost.
And that will be my turn. Sorry.
Yay. Putting Booming Blade on the Morning Star, taking a swing. Dealing
That's
some
it, yeah.
damage. And then bonus action doing the same thing. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and stay here, too. Yeah.
You got those 15 rolls down.
Yeah, loaded dice. I mean, yeah, I got those 15s down.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
after,
can't load them up where they're rolling nat 20s or anything like
yeah,
that. 'cause
that
look
seems
too
suspicious. And then with that, I think that's just gonna be my turn right there. Put Booming Blade effect on him. I don't think he'll move, but just in case.
Artist is going to move a little bit to get a better shot at him. And then just do what he's been doing.
Does that bond that you cast, Shaw, just have like well, not like an infinite duration, but as long as it's on, you get the D4 to whatever you use? Or for most things that you use?
Ooh, look at that one. Well, it would have been the second one anyway.
And that's why I got Blur for your ass.
Yeah, I don't think y'all are ever going to go in front of Roth again.
That's pretty good.
It's right there. Attack Shambling Mound number 10. Use the Great Weapon Master's Feet. Second attack, same thing.
It
Nope,
doesn't
that's
have
that way
any
too.
feet. That's why you can't hit it.
Let's see.
Man, you got the 4s down.
No. All right. Well, I guess that's all I'm going to be able to do.
Yeah, that sucks. Alamar.
All right. I'll move there. And attack.
There goes that crit. You ain't under pressure this round.
That's right. That's the first time I've ever rolled 3 in a row. Or 3 in a combat session.
Yeah, fourth round, you've gotten 3 so far. You just need to get one on this second attack, so that way you could be, 4 for 4 rounds.
Did Clue give you the switch, Alamar?
Did he do what?
Give you
Give you
the
a switch.
natural 20 switch?
No.
He's just rolling good tonight, and usually he's rolling terrible, especially whenever we was playing my Sunday games. So I guess he's just really due.
It's always terrible. Even in this game, it's been terrible.
Yeah, it has.
Even with Falco, it was terrible.
I think
Yes,
you
it
just
was.
remember more of the bad moments.
But you're definitely making up for it tonight, man, because you have had a very
It's 3.
high. I mean, you're way above averages tonight. And
was a lot of 20s rolled tonight too.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Oh,
having a
skill
night tonight like I had that night when y'all were fighting those gladiators.
Oh, max damage on the second attack.
Nice.
Feels good. And then that's it for me.
And Storm, pissed off Storm, it's his turn. Let's see if he's had enough to cure his, hunger of being angry.
Can I move through Alamar to over here?
Move. You can move just north of him if you want to.
I got you, but I'm trying to go for the over there. Will give me the should give me flanking with Roth. That's why.
Okay.
I can go there. I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have moved over. I had extra movement.
No, that's fine. No, you stay there. I'll stay here, and then I am going to attack.
Shambling Mountain 10 has a new target now. He senses weakness in the one who just moved by him.
Oh my! If he lives, he deserves to get hit.
Whoa. Sorry. Shit, that was. Remove that. I hit the wrong button. You distracted me.
What do you mean we distracted you? You just want to kill it, you bloodthirsty son of a bitch.
Yes, because I want to roll 7 before I get my sneak attack on there, because that's what I want to do. I want to roll a d8 without my sneak attack.
It's not. I'm just saying it's not our fault. You just want it to die.
Okay, I was like he was just skipping the hit roll. I'm just gonna do damage.
He's like, I rolled it. You guys didn't see it, but I got a natural 20.
Not enough to bring it down, but it looks pretty close.
Oh, he's got another attack.
I am using my bonus. Yeah, my bonus action to attack with the scimitar.
Okay. Oh.
Had one job.
Why are you not getting advantage though?
Oh, that one
You
should have been
didn't click
advantage,
it for this time.
Yeah, I didn't click.
That's
I didn't
all.
click it for that one. Yeah.
Yeah, roll it again.
Nat 20. Nat 20. Nat 13. Good job.
But it is enough to hit, and he has the potential to bring it down. No, he doesn't.
Not with that. And
Come on,
move-
Storm.
Moving
Dude,
10 feet away.
You're going to kick yourself in the ass when you find out how many hit points it has. left.
1 HP.
Yes.
Clue, just
You
make
gotta
it
be
move
kidding
so I
me.
can kill it with Booming Blade.
It's Shaw's turn.
Is it?
It will be when he hits
Shaw,
the down
use your
arrow.
action to make it move.
I get the.
He's not
Get
going
the
to
final blow.
hit the down button.
I'm gonna
Go
use
sit here
chill
and wait till
touch.
he dies.
That's a hit.
Good job. Can I have my loaded dice back?
And there you go. Exceeded his hit points by 12.
God damn it all. Anything but a 1. Anything but a 1.
Anything but a 1, dude, and he was dead.
When you're like, hey man, he's so close to going down, I'm like, all right, cool, screw it. I'm using my bonus action. I'll take him down.
You rolled a
I'm
fucking
gonna
one.
try and Storm is so gonna try and steal the glory.
So, with the information learned, I'm going to communicate to Alamar that I don't think Shaw is the adventurer he says that he is. If this is the most if this is the deadliest thing he's killed thus far.
Just
Hey,
assumptions
this is all written in
all
common.
around.
Akka can't read it.
Damn you, Storm.
He's got a point.
I think, guys, that if we
Can I give Storm my inspiration for that joke?
I mean, you're more than welcome to give your inspiration away
Storm,
prior to it
Storm,
being
you
needed.
can have it for that one if you want it. That was pretty good. Going once.
Yeah, you can keep it, man. I'm not worried about
Okay.
inspiration.
Yeah, I would. I'll give it to you, but I'm not asking again.
Guys,
What y'all want to do now?
I've been thinking about this control panel, and I think I know what we need to do. Is if everybody stays in this room, one person goes in there and goes to the left 2 times. We should end up in that other room, and it should be open to the the pattern number 1 should be open to that top pattern. I think that's where we need to go to find what we're looking for.
Clue, we should be able to go around the outside now, right?
Pattern 1.
I mean,
Oh,
Well, pattern 1, there's still one thing that's not opened. It's hard to say what those 2 symbols are. One of them is a. One of them looks like chains, and the other one looks like water, or that because that one is obviously gas. That's some sort of a chains or something along those lines, and then the other one is like water.
It looks like the Chevrolet emblem up there may be another blade thing that we remember, that whirling blade we fought, had to go through.
Yes, yep.
well,
At least that would get us into that third room that we've never been into yet.
we might not even have to have someone stay behind. I can set up something to make it an object drop on the button when we're all in place.
Gesturing towards Alamar. And then when I get his attention, then he can hear me a bit more clearly. What are they saying?
Just going to ignore him. Make him walk across the room to get my attention.
Alright, well, your name's going on the list.
What we could do is we could dial to the setup that we want. I can freeze some water and with a small point above it, so when it melts, the ice will just drop on top of the button and we can just all go.
Will that be enough to make it go? I think the water will weigh enough to make it to actually set it off.
Oh, the ice itself probably would.
You want me to just cast Find Familiar?
How far can you make it go out?
I've never cast it, so.
Do you have the stuff to cast Find Familiar?
I don't really know. Well, I know I don't have a brass brazier.
Brazier?
But it's a brazier. It's a ritual spell, too, so.
Yeah, it takes, was it an hour to cast that? Or 10 minutes plus 10 minutes, or 30 minutes plus 10 minutes or something like that. That's up to you guys, whether you want to do something like this or we can continue. For the most part, it seems like getting into these places isn't as difficult. When we turn this stuff, we can walk across these cogs to get from one location to the next.
No, we could do it that way as well.
At the end of the day, I think if we can get the... What do we want? If we go with... Oh, no, number 3 we can't. Alright. We'd have to be outside when we did number 3, so that won't work.
Begin to make my way out.
Okay.
Well, if we could get... If we're in this room and we go to number 1, we can get to that top one. But whoever is outside... If you can get us in here and you can rig it so the one goes off. The question is, if we're in here and that does happen, how do we get out? Do you understand?
All of a sudden, the floor beneath you begins to rumble as the cog begins to turn. And that's where we're going to call a session for this week.
That little bastard hit the cog.
That sorry bastard.
And we'll come back.
You're flying right now, right, Shaw?
I am flying.
You can check this event that's above our head.
Yeah.
We'll come
I
back
could
next
definitely
week
do
and find out which way he turned it. Be a good suspense moment since Kyle decided to help me out there with some suspense.
Oh no, I saw where we were at on time, and I'm like, shit, I don't want to get.
that. Yeah.
We don't want to get into too much, so let's talk about it. That's one of the reasons I was kind of not taking action there. I'm like, all right, let's.
So and for this character I made now, I chose a lot of utility and not a lot of attack spells.
And you chose to think that I'm a goblin.
You are a goblin.
Pretty much.
Well, you don't need a lot of attack spells. You just need efficient attack spells.
Yeah.
All right, anybody got anything you want to shout out before we kill the stream for the night?
Glad to hear Sandman again.
Yep, glad Sandman's
Oh
back.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks for DMing, Clue.
I'm glad to be back. Glad I made it through the session.
I'm definitely glad to see you back, man.
I'm just glad that you sound like you're doing well, too. Like, you don't actually even sound drowsy or anything of that manner. Like, you sound good.
He's feeling real good right now.
Yeah, he is.
I'm feeling good.
Tomorrow night, I have some more business in Lails. That campaign's getting very interesting. They answered, like, 3 questions, and then after answering those 3 questions, we're handed, like, 10 more. And now the party is in a fluster. It's a good campaign.
Yes. If I'm not busy, maybe I'll turn the stream on for you at least anyway. I'm probably going to be working out in the garage, though, till about 9 o'clock.
You don't have a TV in your garage yet with internet hooked up to it?
No, but I've been thinking
What are
about
you,
getting a
a caveman?
laptop for Tuesday night's game so I could just have a wireless headset on while we're playing on Tuesdays, and when it's my turn, I can walk over to the laptop. But
Again, thanks for DMing, Clue. It was a good game.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yes.
all right, always
Thank
my
you.
pleasure. Good night, everybody.
So, yes.
Good night.
Bye.